Welcome to the New Year's edition of the Friday's debate here on Ghana Web TV. On this week's episode, we're talking about the report indicating that Asante Kotoko Sporting Club plans to take Hilal of Sudan to the Court of Arbitration for Sports to seek redress after their game against the Sudanese was called off due to coronavirus scare in the camp of the Ghanaian Giants. Where do you stand? Should Kotoko proceed to CAS, or they should forget about it and concentrate on their game against ES Setif of Algeria? Share your opinion on this subject with us here on the show. My name is Joel Eshen, and this is Ghana Web TV.
A two-way issue. They can proceed to CAS, but what will be the outcome if they go? Because the match has been played already and it has been ruled in favor of Al Hilal. You can't do anything about it. If you go to court, they will bring you fork and bass. They will tell you that go and come, go and come, go and come. That's also a waste of time for you. And then I think they should focus on the match ahead. If they can't do it in the Champions League, they should prove that they are one of the biggest clubs in Africa and prove it at the Confederations Cup. I think that will help the club Kotoko to move forward.
Yeah, in reality, Kotoko wouldn't have won that game against Hilal. That's a fact. And secondly, according to the CAF rules concerning COVID-19, though it's the home team that does the results, the CAF issues a certified medical practitioner to do it. So for me, I think that they should just leave it and play in the Confederations Cup, where they should focus on playing against ES Setif and qualify to the next round. They wouldn't have won that game. Yeah.
I think they should follow up on the case. Why? Because there's a big difference between thinking you've been cheated, and there's another difference between having substantial evidence against your opponent. And right now, Kotoko have a very strong case, because how can you have a test, two tests, different tests, one being positive early in the morning, then the other being negative later in the day? It doesn't make sense. It doesn't add up at all. And I feel they've been cheated. I'm not a Kotoko fan, but I think they should follow up on this thing.
Yes, I side with the two sides, because they're going to CAS will be a redress if they feel they've been cheated. And they not going to CAS and forgetting it. Yes, that's the school of thought, another opinion. Because, mind you, when the Nwadubu side came to Accra, they also felt they were being cheated by Kotoko, because they felt that the 5 players could have played the game, but Kotoko felt they had the coronavirus, so they should be taken out of the team, which they didn't want it to happen. So they went on and they couldn't play. So Kotoko also went away, and same happened. They feel they've been cheated. So yes, they should seek redress, if only it's going to bring changes in what they are trying to do.
They should go to court, and even if they lose, they have nothing to lose. At least they will be in the Confederation Cup. So they should go to court, because it's not normal that it was more than 9 or so, and it was most of their key players too were tested positive. So I think there's a foul play, so they should go to court. And I believe they tested before coming to that country. Yes, and they were all negative. Because if you are tested positive, you can't travel. So how come the test came and all of a sudden almost all their key players have tested positive? I think there's a foul. For me, that day I knew that there's a foul play, so they should just go to court and move on with the case. And I believe they will win as well.
All right, so where do you stand as far as this issue is concerned? Should Kotoko proceed to the Court of Arbitration for Sports, or they should forget about it and move on and prepare ahead of their game against ES Setif of Algeria? My name is Joel Eshen, and this has been the New Year's edition of the Ghana Web Fridays debate here on Ghana Web TV. Follow us on all our social media platforms at the Ghana Web. We are verified on Facebook. Have a good weekend and enjoy the rest of our programs.